You know, wearing a mask when it's 75 degrees out, oh, it's hot. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniela and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. And this is the Chronicles of a Reseller. So on this channel, we just talk about lifestyle, fashion, we vlog, we talk about reseller content, just a little bit of everything. And yeah, today our topic is about a couple different things. So we're going to talk about some shipping things that I do, some products that I use for my business, affordable things, because I'm all about things being affordable and not spending a lot of money on the minutia of stuff and really focusing and allocating money to savings. And I'm going to show you guys some items I think that I have sourced over the last few weeks since we've been under this whole pandemic. And yeah, short, sweet, right to the point. Let's do this. Also completely off topic, a lot of you guys have been asking when I'm going to have the Not So Mystery Reseller boxes again. I don't know. Soon. I just don't know when. I would say within the next month or two, but I can't promise that, and I don't want to promise it. But I will have it, and it will be on my website, which will be launching very soon as well. I just have so many things that are going on, and I just need to find time to do it all, is basically what it comes down to. And I'm trying really hard to really stick to a schedule and stick to my timelines and my deadlines, but things come up. I gotta go to work on a Saturday, or I gotta go to work on a Sunday for a few hours, or I'm working from home. Like, things just keep coming up as the days and weeks go on, so it's becoming harder and harder to finish those things that I've started. But it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done. And speaking of the website, I guess I should break it down for you guys who maybe don't listen to Thrifters Villa and don't really know what the website's about. I kind of go and I talk about that, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago, so episode 16 maybe, or 17, I don't know, but I talk about it in the podcast with Lori. So basically I am going to have a website, so it's going to have a choose your price option for items that I'm reselling on there. So some of these items will be on my Poshmark closet as well, but probably listed for a higher price point because of the 20% that comes out. But yeah, so that's my plan, is I'm going to have those kind of items posted on the website. I'm going to have these Not So Mystery Reseller boxes on a consistent basis listed on there, and you'll be able to get them there on a better price point as well. Maybe merchandise as time goes on. Like I did make a canvas bag a month or so ago, and those sold out, so that was fun, and money went to charity. So everything on my website, is the percentage of whatever you buy will go towards a charity. So when you're choosing your price, you'll get a breakdown as to what amount will go to which charity depending on what price point you pick. So once that is ready to launch and we're good to go with all of that, I will definitely make a video on it and show it to you guys, and so you can see everything that I've been working on and what that's all about. And I think it's going to be really fun. I'm super excited to launch that, but I just haven't had the time. The website's been done for like 2 weeks. I haven't touched it since it's been done. So I need to just create the content for it. The framework is done. I need to upload items to it. I need to create some blog posts and some video content and just basically everything. I mean, when you really think about it, I need to do everything. Okay, so let's talk about some shipping supplies that I may use in my business, or packaging supplies, I guess. So like I said before, I keep things pretty minimal. I don't like to spend a lot of money on this stuff. I don't see the point in doing it. I know people like to make pretty packages, and they tie yarns and ribbons and use tissue paper and all this kind of stuff, and I think that's great if that works for you. It doesn't work for me. I just want to put an item in a poly mailer and off it goes. I typically don't spend money on fancy poly mailers. I did when I first started. I don't do that anymore. I just don't want to spend the money on it. I just use the free USPS poly mailers that you can get online. I'll link those down below. And yeah, on occasion for my eBay sales, I will go to Dollar Tree and get some cheap bubble poly mailers if I need it, but I don't typically spend money on that. Okay, so what do I spend my money on, right? So there's 4 items that I'm going to show you. And these are just super basic. You can get them on Amazon. I'll link them down below as well so you guys can check them out if you want them. So, I lie. One item is not from Amazon. One is from Walmart. That I don't know if you can get online. I've never been able to order it online. It's usually in the store. So sorry if this lighting is throwing you off. I just don't have anywhere else to film today. Okay, so the first one. So this is something that I had found when I first started reselling. Forgot who it was who introduced it to me, but someone within the community introduced me to this item, and it's what I use to store everything in. It's what I was using to also ship items in, and I know some people may not like the idea of using plastic. I unfortunately have not found anything right now to replace the plastic that I'm using within my business. So it is something that I'm looking at as I develop my website as well, to see if there's a more sustainable paper-like product for me to use for shipping and storing. But one of the items that I do use are these right here, and these are the twist tie bread bags from Walmart. I want to say here in Rhode Island, they're like $3.98. I think they run about the same or very similar pricing in other states as well. So these are extra large bags. They do have a twist tie. I'm just going to open this up. So it comes with twist ties, which I don't use. So that's that. My grandmother actually uses them, so I saved them and I bring them to my grandmother's house. She uses it for her plants that we have on the deck. So here they are. Just take one out just to show you. And it's just a regular plastic bag. You can fit a lot in here. I've fit really heavy, thick sweaters in it. And this is just what I use to keep the item safe while it's in my bins. Or I was using this to also ship the product in, just to have an extra layer there while shipping. So that's one of my items that I find is essential in my business. The next item is new. I didn't use these before. So they are these plastic bags here that have the glue on it, which you would take that little ribbon off and then seal. So more of like a professional look, I guess. So I'm using these now to store my items, and then when it comes to shipping, it's already pretty and packaged, and I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. These rip easily. The specific one that I bought, so if you guys know of one of these, I guess they're like a poly mailer, not a poly mailer. I don't know what you call these. They're a clear plastic bag. But if you guys have a recommendation for one of these that are a little more sturdy and don't rip easily, so like, I don't know if you can see that, but this just rips so easily. I tried to put something that was just a little too thick, I think, for this bag, and the whole thing ripped and I had to toss it. And these aren't cheap. I want to say I spent like $9 on Amazon for 100, less than 100, 75, I think. That's a lot. That's a lot. So if you guys have any recommendations for these, I do like using these. I'm not gonna lie. I do a lot better than the bread bag. The bread bags served its purpose. I like it more for storing things in there, but I'm gonna phase these out. This is my last box, but if you're just starting out, I highly recommend using these. I'm gonna start phasing those out once this bag is done. And then I'm going to transition to this until I find a more sustainable way of packaging. So yeah, your recommendations on these plastic bags to store items in would be great. Next item, also new to me, that I'm using with now these new plastic bags, are these cute thank you stickers. I love them because they match my logo. So if you guys don't know, I actually recently redid my logo. My sister's a graphic designer and she redid my logo for me. And this thank you sticker mimics basically my logo. And I had no idea this thank you sticker existed until I saw it on Amazon. So here's my little thank you sticker. Is that focusing? I guess it's kind of focused. Okay. So yeah, it just matches my logo and I just really like it. So what I'm doing is, I'll show you one of these packages. So there's an item, it's in here, right where the seal is for that plastic bag. I'm just adding this little thank you sticker to it. Reason why I started doing that is because I stopped making my business thank you cards for the time being. I didn't feel like redesigning one. So I just figured I'd use a sticker, but I think I'm going to incorporate the sticker in a different manner and start making my thank you business cards again. Still kind of playing the field on that. Don't really know. I think what I'm going to do is this thank you sticker might go on the box or package, and then my thank you cards will go on the inside of the item. Or I'll have a note of some sort, which will be typed. It'll probably be like a generic template that I make with a pretty background, and then the thank you sticker will be on top, which will stick it to the package. I don't know. I'm going to test it out. Once I figure out what I'm going to do, I'll share it with you guys. So that's how I'm using the thank you sticker in the plastic bags right now. I like the way it looks. I think it looks neater. I think it looks more professional. So yeah, there's that. The last item I'm going to share with you guys is something that I've been using for a while. I like to design my own thank you cards. I like to print them out myself. So what I use for that is, this is one of them. These are postcards. Sometimes I buy actual business card by Avery, but these are postcards. I will open it up and show you what they look like. And all I do is I go into Canva and I pick a template that would match the dimensions of this, or I just start with a blank template and make my own dimensions to match it. So you're not going to be able to see it, so I'm going to break it. Okay, so you can kind of see what it looks like. These are just all blank. This is 200 cards, 50 sheets. And I want to say I paid $10 for it. So not that bad to get 200 of them for $10. It's a really good price. So basically all I do is I go into Canva and I create a template, whatever that may be. I kind of change it every so often and have a saying on it, and maybe I include some type of call to action on there as well for my buyer. And then I stick that in the item or on top of the item, depending on what I decide to do going forward. For me, super cost effective. I can usually buy those packages of postcards or business cards for like $10 and under. I want to say last one I bought was like $6 on Amazon. So there are options and there's variety for you to choose from. There is the expensive ink. I luckily don't have to worry about that because I'm printing it at work sometimes, or I'm printing it in my parents' house, and I don't have to really worry about the expensive ink. It's not something that I pay for out of pocket, and I don't have to wait for them to come in the mail. I do them myself. There's no shipping time, nothing like that. I can test out the waters and see different ways of printing it. I enjoy that stuff, but for me, creating my own postcards to add to my packages, it just works for me. So those are the items. So I don't know how other people feel about the simplicity of how I ship. I'm curious to know what you think. Do you think it's too simple for Poshmark? Do you think it works? What do you do? It's interesting to see how every seller does things differently and if it impacts their ratings. Like, I know for me, I never receive any negative feedback when it comes to ratings. I'm gonna knock on wood because now I'm gonna get negative feedback on it. I don't think it should matter. And I don't know where that whole fancy packaging thing came from when it comes to Poshmark. Maybe Poshmark itself kind of instilled that in their sellers, but as long as the item's in good condition and you're being a great business owner and you are providing awesome customer service, As long as the item gets there and it's safe, I think that's all that really matters. Adding even a business card or postcard is going the extra mile and showing your appreciation to the buyer. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts. All right, let's end this video off with, I guess, a mini haul, which is not something that I typically would do, but I have been sourcing online. I've been using Poshmark and ThredUp as my main ways of sourcing. I haven't dabbled into Mercari or eBay for sourcing, but I do check on occasion. I had credits on ThredUp, so everything that you see, I didn't pay out of pocket, and the credits that I did have was either clothes that I previously had bought, owned, and wasn't wearing anymore, or there were free donations that I received, and I used those credits to buy the items, so the items are free. I just shipped them off, and I got free money. And the stuff from Poshmark, I did spend my own Poshmark earnings to purchase them, and 2 of them are my size, so if they don't sell, I'm keeping them. So that's the beauty of that. A couple of items that I bought on Poshmark are not in my size, but I have full faith that they will sell. You will notice a trend in the items I picked up. There's a lot of boots. I like to sell boots. I also didn't pick up a ton of clothes. I'm transitioning the way that I sell, and it's not that I'm going to stop picking up clothes altogether, because that's not going to be a thing. I'm going to be picking up clothes regardless, but I am going to change my focus and really pay attention to shoes, handbags, jeans. I think that's it. That's probably the 3 main categories that I know from data that I collect is what sells best for me. So I guess let's get into it, right? Oh, this first pair of boots make me so happy. So these are from Poshmark, and they're my size, and I'm so tempted to keep them. It takes every ounce of me to not just put these in my closet. So here they are. They're beautiful. I love them so much. These are All Saints. Look at these beautiful studs. It's got a chunky heel zipper in the back, all leather. They're in really good condition. I paid $30 for these. So these have sold on eBay and Poshmark between the price point of $85 to $250. So the price point is huge, right? So I'm kind of in the middle of that right now. I kind of listed them high so they don't sell. Is that bad? Do you guys do that? Totally listed these really high so they don't sell. I'm going to end up sending offers on them anyway, but they're my size and I love them. Next is another pair of boots that I found on Poshmark. Oh, I should probably tell you what size this stuff is, right? So the All Saints boots are a size 40. They fit a size 9. So I am typically 8.5, 9, sometimes 9.5, depending on the shoe, right, and where it was made. So these are a 40 and they fit me. So I'd say they brought a 9. These are bed stew boots, and they're really cute. Also, excellent condition. I think they were hardly ever worn, to be quite honest with you. These, I believe, are 6. Yeah, so these are a size 6. They have intentional distressing. There is one area that I think is not intentional, and it's right in here. See that right there? So I think the leather might have lifted it a little bit, but it looks like it's part of the shoe itself. So, but other than that, they're in really good condition, and they've got a cute little small wedge there. I paid $20 for these, so that was a good buy. Okay, next, another pair of boots. These just came in today. So this was in that ThredUp box that I picked up. And these are One State ankle booties, also in really good condition. I love the studs. I clearly have a theme of boot that I enjoy. And this leather is interesting. It's soft. It's got a weird feel to it. Regardless, they're in really good condition, with the exception of the inside of this boot, which you can't really see. It's a little lifted right in here, but you can't tell when you're wearing the boot because it's on the inside. These are an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. These will not fit me because they're so narrow, so these have to sell. So someone has to buy these. I'm looking at all of you. These, I believe, were sold at Nordstrom Rack, which is why I picked them up. These were on sale on ThredUp for $24.99. Then they were 50% off. And then there was I believe I had credits as well. I didn't pay for these. These were free. So I think it ended up being $6.49 for these guys right here. So good price on that. Okay, so this pair of boots that I'm going to show you now, I found at Savers before and sold for $75. I bought these on Nordstrom Rack, which was my one and only purchase on Nordstrom Rack during their sale. I did have other items that I tried to purchase, but I received emails recently from Nordstrom Rack that they were canceled, which is fine. I'm totally okay with it. I don't need any more stuff. So these right here are Dolce Vita. I love these boots. And if they had had a size 9, I would have scooped them up for myself. The pair that I originally sold were a size 9, and I was so sad when they sold because I really, really wanted to keep them for myself. But I just, you know, money speaks to me, and especially when you have goals, right? So these are an 8.5. They're brand new. The only thing that really made me sad with my Nordstrom Rack purchases is that they're not shipping things out with boxes. So these have no box, but it is what it is. I paid $30 for these. $30 for these. They're such a soft leather. Love these. Love, 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 love. Pretty zipper. So yeah, that's my only Nordstrom Rack purchase. I know some people went crazy and bought a bunch of stuff, but not about that. I didn't do the Madewell sale, the Good American sale. Like, I didn't do any of that stuff. I can't bring myself to do it. Not because of the cost, but because everyone else is doing it. And the market's going to become saturated, and not about that life. Okay, the next 2 items I'm going to show you are from The RealReal. So I received an email about 3 weeks ago that I had a $30 credit on The RealReal. So whenever I get those credits, I definitely go on and shop around to see if I can resell anything. And I found 2 pieces. They were both $15. So all I did was pay for shipping, which was $11.95. It's about $11 for shipping on The RealReal. So the items itself didn't cost me anything. And I'm not like super in love with the items that I bought from there, but I thought they were cute. The resale value looks good on them, and worst case scenario, I can always send them back to The RealReal or ThredUp Luxe and make my money because I didn't technically pay for anything besides shipping. So cost of goods is very low. So this is a 3.1 Phillip Lim top. It's silk. It's missing the fabric tag on the inside, but it is silk. And I just thought this was so pretty. It looks like it could be off the shoulder, or it's like a cap sleeve kind of look to it with this little floral yellow design there. It's really pretty. It's a size 2. So it's in perfect condition. No runs, nothing like that, no stains. It's wonderful. So that's one. Second item that I got from The RealReal is by Marnie. And this is a size, 1 second, Marnie's tags are always here, 38. So I want to say it's about small. It's about size small. So it's just a skirt. You guys see that? Yeah. So it's just a skirt, and it's got a side zipper on that. Let's see what this is. I can't even tell what material this is. It's very thick. So it's 100% wool. It's almost got like a neoprene kind of feel to it, as a little bit of a stretch. Anyway, funny story about Marnie. So the first time I found Marnie was at Savers, and this was like when I first started reselling. I didn't know what it was. Never heard of it. But when I saw the tag, because Marnie has a very distinct tag. I'll show it one more time. It's thick, it's embroidered. I knew it was something and it said made in Italy, but I didn't know. And I think Savers had that shirt priced at $2.99. So I grabbed it. I listed it and I got a lot of likes, but I was really confused. I was like, I don't know what this even is. So once I did my research and I realized how much it was worth, I think I priced it at something ridiculous, like $300. No one was going to buy it at $300. It was a very basic blouse. It was pretty. It was like a crinkly silk kind of top. I don't know how else to describe it, but it was really pretty. Anyway, I ended up selling it for $105. So it sold for a good amount. But just goes to show you, as you grow as a reseller, how much you learn about brands and pricing. I don't know what I was thinking pricing at $300. I saw how much it retails and I thought that it would sell for $300. You know. Okay, so I have a couple more pieces to show you. These were purchased from Poshmark as well. These are items that I purchased in a bundle. I think I purchased all three in a bundle from a buyer, from a seller. So the first thing are these Everlane sandals. These are a size 8. So, Everlane. The bottoms are a little worn, but the sandal itself is in very good condition. So, that's the only summery thing that I purchased is these. Well, maybe that's a lie. I have a couple other things, a little summary, that I'm not going to show because this is already long to begin with. But this, it's Everlane. I can't say no to Everlane, so I picked it up. Okay, so the next item I picked up is a sweater dress, and it's by Lovers and Friends, which I've actually never found in the thrift store. It's a size small. Pretty. It's got little button detailings up here. So I purchased that. So this dress is 100% cotton, so I like that. I like to be as sustainable as possible, so cottons, linens, things like that. So you may be thinking, Daniela, why did you buy so many fall and winter items? Well, let me tell you. As a business owner or retailer or a fashion reseller, you always need to be thinking ahead to the next season. So typically in winter months, you should be buying your spring and summer. In spring and summer, you should be buying your fall and winter. You want to have the inventory ready and listed so when the time comes and people are looking for those items, they're picking it up. Now, that being said, that's not going to stop me from grabbing items all year round. Like in the middle of summer, I'm picking up sweaters. In the middle of winter, I'm picking up shorts. That doesn't change. I'm still picking that stuff up if it's a good quality item, but theoretically and methodically, that's the way that you should be doing it. You should be thinking about the next season, not the season that you're in when you're sourcing. So, little tip. And the last item I'm going to show you is new at Tags. It is a cupcakes and cashmere dress. Oh man, that washed me out, huh? This retailed for $115. So here's my thing. Cupcakes and cashmere does not typically sell for that high of a price online, secondhand, right? As a reseller. I may get 30 to 50, like in that range. I paid, this was a part of a bundle. The whole bundle itself was $30 with shipping. So I will make my money back plus some on this. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little segment here. Showed you a little bit of what I've been buying. I'll probably keep buying online. I do not foresee myself going into a thrift store anytime soon. They're not open here anyway, so it doesn't matter. I probably will continue to source online very strategically because, yeah. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. I hope seeing what I use and my thought process behind it and seeing some items that I've sourced and why I'm sourcing those items will help you while you're sourcing online as well. And yeah, until next time, see you guys next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll talk about something else that's reseller related. Who knows what? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel where I will be bringing you all different kinds of content. Don't forget to check out the podcast Thrifter's Villa with Lori Tata and me, available on every major podcasting platform. And yeah, I hope you guys have a really great week. I hope sales are going really well for you. If you're going to a thrift store, let me know how that's going because that's not happening here. I also want to say that in the upcoming weeks, I'm probably going to be doing a couple YouTube lives with some different reseller friends, so stay tuned for that. I'll definitely be posting that on Instagram, so make sure you follow me on there. It's Ivy and Blush Bottega. Everything will be linked down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.